Ever wonder why some folks keep going when the odds are against them? What if the secret to winning is just hanging in there? Let me take you on a journey where fairness in business intertwines with the natural cycle of seasonal leaf change, and you know what I mean, right? Just like the leaves on trees, businesses too have their seasons of growth and rest, and it's all about playing fair through these cycles. Let's dive into the concept of fairness. Fairness in business is about giving everyone a fair shot at success, much like how each season allows different trees to flourish. Imagine landing a big client after months of hard work, selling a business you've poured your heart into, winning a race you trained tirelessly for, writing a hit song that resonates with millions, or building your dream home from scratch. These are the moments of triumph that fairness can bring. It's about ensuring that everyone gets an equal opportunity to shine, just like Ruth Bader Ginsburg advocated for equality and fairness in all aspects of life. She believed that everyone should have an equal chance to thrive, and this principle is just as important in the business world. Now, let's talk about the seasonal change of leaves. It's a fair and cyclical process where each tree gets its turn to flourish and rest. Think of it like waiting for a late bus on a rainy day, learning to cook without burning the kitchen, saving up for that dream vacation, teaching a kid to tie their shoes, or debugging code all night. These are all examples of patience, and patience is what the seasonal change of leaves teaches us. It's about understanding that everything has its time, and in business, this means recognizing that success doesn't come overnight. The relationship between fairness and the seasonal change of leaves is profound. Patience is like the fuel, and success is the destination, but sometimes the road is blocked. Just as trees need time to rest and rejuvenate, businesses need to understand that not every season will be one of growth. Fairness ensures that everyone gets their turn, just as each tree gets its moment in the sun. It's about playing the long game, knowing that with patience and fairness, success will come. And you know what? It's worth the wait. Let's look at some inspiring stories of perseverance and fairness. Thomas Edison, the legendary inventor, failed 10,000 times before finally getting the light bulb to work. Can you imagine trying something 10,000 times? That's like trying to teach a dog to do backflips. It's tough, but Edison never gave up. He believed in fairness, in giving every idea a chance, and his persistence paid off. His story reminds us that success often comes after many failures, and that's okay as long as you keep trying. Then there's J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. She faced 12 rejections before finally getting her first book published. That's like trying to find the TV remote in a messy living room. It's frustrating, but you keep looking because you know it's there somewhere. Rowling's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and fairness. She believed that everyone deserved a chance to tell their story, and her determination to keep going, despite the rejections, led to one of the most successful book series of all time. And let's not forget about Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of KFC. He pitched his chicken recipe over 1,000 times before finally getting a yes. That's like trying to convince your cat to take a bath. It's a long shot, but Sanders never stopped trying. His story shows us that fairness in business means giving everyone a chance, no matter how many times they've been turned down. Sanders' persistence and belief in fairness led to the creation of a global fast food empire. Now, let's bring it back to the natural world. The seasonal change of leaves is like a symphony, with each tree playing its part at the right time. It's a beautiful reminder that everything has its season, and in business, this means understanding that success is not a race, but a journey. Just as the leaves change color in fall, businesses must adapt and evolve to stay fair and successful. Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks, believed strongly in corporate responsibility and fairness. He thought that businesses should treat all stakeholders fairly, ensuring that employees, customers, and communities benefit equitably from the company's success. This is like making sure everyone gets a slice of the pie at a family reunion. It's only fair. Schultz's perspective on fairness in business is a powerful reminder that success is not just about profits, but about making a positive impact on the world. And then there's the fair trade movement, exemplified by companies like Ben & Jerry's. They ensure that farmers and workers in developing countries receive a fair price for their products, leading to sustainable economic development. This is like making sure everyone gets a turn on the playground swing. It's only fair. The fair trade movement demonstrates how fairness can be integrated into business practices for mutual benefit, creating a more equitable and sustainable world. So, what can we learn from the seasonal change of leaves and the stories of perseverance and fairness? Patience is like waiting for your Wi-Fi to reconnect, agonizing but you have no choice. Success is like finally getting that big client after months of hard work. It's a moment of triumph. Fairness is like making sure everyone gets a slice of the pie. It's only right. And the seasonal change of leaves is like a beautiful reminder that everything has its time. And in business, this means understanding that success is a journey, not a race. In the end, fairness in business is about giving everyone a fair shot at success, just like how each season allows different trees to flourish. It's about understanding that success doesn't come overnight, but with patience and perseverance, it will come. And you know what? It's worth the wait. So, the next time you see the leaves changing color, remember that it's a reminder of the importance of fairness and patience in business. And who knows? Maybe your next big success is just around the corner, waiting for its season to shine. Now, let's dive deeper into the concept of fairness in business. Fairness is not just about equal opportunities, it's about creating an environment where everyone can thrive. It's like a garden where every plant gets the right amount of sunlight and water. Some might grow faster than others, but they all have a chance to bloom. In business, this means creating policies and practices that support all employees, from the newest intern to the most seasoned executive. It's about ensuring that everyone feels valued and respected, and that their contributions are recognized and rewarded. One way to promote fairness in business is through transparent communication. It's like playing a game of cards. Everyone needs to see the same hand to feel like they're on an equal playing field. When employees understand the company's goals, challenges, and successes, they feel more connected to the organization and more invested in its success. This transparency can lead to greater trust and collaboration, which are essential for a fair and thriving workplace. Another aspect of fairness in business is equitable compensation. It's like making sure everyone gets a fair share of the cake at a birthday party. It's only right. Employees should be paid fairly for their work, regardless of their gender, race, or any other factor. This means addressing pay gaps and ensuring that everyone has access to the same opportunities for advancement and growth. When employees feel that they are being compensated fairly, they are more likely to be engaged and committed to their work. Fairness also extends to how businesses interact with their customers and communities. It's like being a good neighbor. You treat others the way you want to be treated. This means providing high-quality products and services, being transparent about business practices, and giving back to the community. When businesses act fairly towards their customers and communities, they build trust and loyalty, which can lead to long-term success. Now, let's look at how the seasonal change of leaves can inspire us to be more patient and fair in our business practices. Just as trees need time to rest and rejuvenate, businesses need to understand that not every season will be one of growth. It's like waiting for a late bus on a rainy day. It's frustrating, but you know it will eventually come. In business, this means recognizing that setbacks and challenges are a natural part of the journey, and that with patience and perseverance, success will come. The seasonal change of leaves also teaches us the importance of adaptability. It's like learning to cook without burning the kitchen. It takes time and practice, but eventually, you get the hang of it. In business, this means being willing to change and evolve to meet the needs of your customers and the demands of the market. When businesses are adaptable and fair, they are better able to navigate the ups and downs of the business cycle and emerge stronger and more resilient. So, what can we do to promote fairness and patience in our own business practices? First, we can start by being more transparent in our communication, both internally with our employees and externally with our customers and communities. It's like opening the curtains to let the sunlight in. It creates a brighter and more welcoming environment. Second, we can work to ensure that our compensation practices are fair and equitable, addressing any pay gaps and providing equal opportunities for advancement. It's like making sure everyone gets a fair share of the cake. It's only right. Third, we can be more adaptable and willing to change our business practices to meet the needs of our stakeholders. It's like learning to cook without burning the kitchen. It takes time and practice, but eventually, you get the hang of it. In conclusion, fairness in business is about giving everyone a fair shot at success, just like how each season allows different trees to flourish. It's about understanding that success doesn't come overnight, but with patience and perseverance, it will come. And you know what? It's worth the wait. So, the next time you see the leaves changing color, remember that it's a reminder of the importance of fairness and patience in business. And who knows? Maybe your next big success is just around the corner, waiting for its season to shine. In the grand tapestry of nature, the seasonal change of leaves is a pretty cool, huh? It's a fair and cyclical process where each tree gets its turn to flourish and rest. This natural phenomenon mirrors the essence of fairness in business cycles, where every stakeholder should have an equal opportunity to thrive. Just like Ruth Bader Ginsburg advocated for equality and fairness, she believed that everyone should have their moment to shine, much like how each season allows different trees to flourish. Howard Schultz, on the other hand, emphasized corporate responsibility, believing that businesses should treat all stakeholders fairly, ensuring that employees, customers, and communities benefit equitably from the company's success, akin to how each tree contributes to the beauty of the forest in its season. Let's dive into 3 philosophies from Ruth Bader Ginsburg tied to fairness and the seasonal change of leaves. The first philosophy is about the pursuit of arete, or excellence, which Ginsburg believed was essential for achieving fairness. Imagine an athlete striving for excellence, much like a tree reaching for the sun in spring. This athlete trains relentlessly, pushing their limits to achieve peak performance, embodying the same dedication a tree shows in sprouting new leaves. A chef, similarly, seeks arete in their culinary creations, perfecting each dish with the same patience a tree exhibits while growing its foliage. The chef's commitment to excellence ensures that every plate is a masterpiece, just as every tree adds to the forest's splendor in its season. A painter, too, pursues arete with every brushstroke, capturing the essence of fairness in their art, much like how each tree's leaves change color in autumn, creating a breathtaking tapestry of nature. The second philosophy from Ginsburg is about the importance of equal opportunity, which aligns with the fairness of the seasonal cycle. Consider an athlete who, despite facing numerous challenges, gets the chance to compete on a level playing field. This athlete's journey reflects the fairness of the seasons, where each tree gets its turn to grow and rest. A chef, given the opportunity to showcase their skills in a renowned kitchen, embodies this philosophy by creating dishes that delight and nourish, much like how each tree contributes to the ecosystem in its season. A painter, provided with a chance to exhibit their work, captures the essence of equal opportunity in their art, mirroring the way each tree's leaves change to create a harmonious landscape. The third philosophy from Ginsburg is about the power of persistence in the pursuit of fairness. An athlete who persists through injuries and setbacks to achieve greatness embodies this philosophy, much like a tree that continues to grow despite harsh conditions. A chef who perseveres through kitchen chaos to create culinary masterpieces reflects this persistence, akin to how a tree's leaves endure the changing seasons. A painter who continues to create despite criticism and doubt captures the essence of persistence in their art, mirroring the way each tree's leaves persist through the seasons to create a stunning display. Now, let's explore 3 philosophies from Howard Schultz tied to fairness and the seasonal change of leaves. The first philosophy is about the 10,000-hour rule, which Schultz believed was essential for achieving excellence and fairness in business. Imagine a guitarist dedicating countless hours to mastering their craft, much like a tree patiently growing its leaves. This guitarist's dedication to the 10,000-hour rule ensures that their music resonates with audiences, just as each tree's leaves contribute to the forest's beauty. A coder, similarly, spends thousands of hours honing their skills, perfecting their code with the same diligence a tree exhibits while growing its foliage. The coder's commitment to the 10,000-hour rule ensures that their programs are efficient and effective, much like how each tree adds to the ecosystem in its season. A surgeon, too, dedicates themselves to the 10,000-hour rule, mastering their craft with the same patience a tree shows while growing its leaves. The surgeon's commitment to excellence ensures that their patients receive the best care, just as every tree contributes to the forest's health in its season. The second philosophy from Schultz is about the importance of giving back to the community, which aligns with the fairness of the seasonal cycle. Consider a guitarist who uses their platform to support charitable causes, much like how a tree provides shade and oxygen to its surroundings. This guitarist's commitment to giving back reflects the fairness of the seasons, where each tree contributes to the well-being of the forest. A coder who develops software to help underserved communities embodies this philosophy by using their skills to make a positive impact, akin to how each tree contributes to the ecosystem in its season. A surgeon who volunteers their time to provide medical care to those in need captures the essence of giving back, mirroring the way each tree's leaves contribute to the beauty and health of the forest. The third philosophy from Schultz is about the power of innovation in the pursuit of fairness. A guitarist who constantly experiments with new sounds and techniques embodies this philosophy, much like a tree that adapts to changing conditions. This guitarist's commitment to innovation ensures that their music remains fresh and relevant, just as each tree's leaves adapt to the changing seasons. A coder who pushes the boundaries of technology to create new solutions reflects this innovation, akin to how a tree's leaves evolved to meet the demands of their environment. A surgeon who embraces new surgical techniques and technologies captures the essence of innovation in their work, mirroring the way each tree's leaves innovate to ensure their survival and growth. Now, let's explore 3 stories that exemplify the journey from adversity to success, much like the seasonal change of leaves symbolizes the cyclical nature of fairness in business. The first story is about Disney's rise from bankruptcy to becoming an entertainment empire. In the early 20th century, Walt Disney faced numerous challenges, including financial difficulties and the loss of his first studio. However, like a tree that sheds its leaves in autumn to prepare for new growth, Disney persevered through these hardships. He continued to innovate and create, eventually founding the Walt Disney Company, which went on to become a global powerhouse in entertainment. Disney's journey reflects the fairness of the seasons, where each tree gets its turn to flourish after a period of rest and renewal. The second story is about Elon Musk's near failures with SpaceX and his eventual success. In the early 2000s, Musk faced numerous setbacks with his aerospace company, including multiple failed rocket launches. However, like a tree that endures harsh conditions to grow new leaves, Musk persisted through these challenges. He continued to invest in SpaceX, eventually achieving successful launches and securing contracts with NASA. Musk's journey embodies the fairness of the seasons, where each tree gets its chance to thrive after overcoming adversity. The third story is about Oprah Winfrey's rise from poverty to becoming a media mogul. Born into a poor family in rural Mississippi, Oprah faced numerous challenges, including poverty and abuse. However, like a tree that sheds its leaves in autumn to prepare for new growth, Oprah persevered through these hardships. She used her platform to inspire and empower others, eventually building a media empire that included her own television network. Oprah's journey reflects the fairness of the seasons, where each tree gets its turn to flourish after a period of struggle and growth. In conclusion, the seasonal change of leaves is a powerful metaphor for fairness in business cycles. Just as each tree gets its turn to flourish and rest, businesses should strive to treat all stakeholders fairly, ensuring that everyone has an equal opportunity to thrive. Whether it's through the pursuit of excellence, equal opportunity, persistence, giving back, or innovation, the philosophies of Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Howard Schultz remind us that fairness is essential for sustainable success. And just like the stories of Disney, Musk, and Oprah, the journey from adversity to success is a testament to the cyclical nature of fairness in business. So, let's embrace the lessons of the seasons and strive for a more fair and equitable world, where everyone gets their chance to shine. As we near the end of our journey through the concept of fairness in business, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned and how we can apply these lessons to our own lives. You see the point, don't you? Fairness isn't just a nice to have, it's the very foundation upon which successful businesses and fulfilling lives are built. Just like the seasonal change of leaves, where each tree gets its turn to flourish and rest, our lives and businesses should follow a fair and cyclical process. It's a bit like life lessons being Wi-Fi signals, hard to catch but game-changing when you do. Let's draw inspiration from the great figures we've discussed. Ruth Bader Ginsburg's tireless advocacy for equality and fairness reminds us that everyone should have an equal opportunity to thrive, much like how each season allows different trees to shine. Her belief in the power of fairness is as unwavering as a tree standing strong through all seasons. And Howard Schultz's perspective on corporate responsibility? It's a reminder that businesses should treat all stakeholders fairly, ensuring that employees, customers, and communities benefit equitably from the company's success. It's like a well-tended garden, where every plant gets the nourishment it needs to bloom. The fair trade movement, exemplified by companies like Ben & Jerry's, shows us how fairness can be integrated into business practices for mutual benefit. It's a bit like a delicious ice cream sundae, everyone gets to enjoy their favorite toppings. By ensuring that farmers and workers in developing countries receive a fair price for their products, these companies are not only doing the right thing but also fostering sustainable economic development. It's a win-win situation, like finding a $20 bill in a jacket you haven't worn in months. Now, let's dive into some stories that illustrate the power of fairness and perseverance in life and business. First up, Steve Jobs' comeback at Apple. After being ousted from the company he co-founded, Jobs could have given up. But he believed in the fairness of second chances, and when he returned to Apple in 1997, he led the company to unprecedented success with products like the iPod and iPhone. It's a testament to the idea that life, like business, often gives you a chance to prove yourself again. Job's story is like a phoenix rising from the ashes, reminding us that setbacks can lead to even greater triumphs. Next, let's look at Nelson Mandela's 27-year wait for justice and freedom. Imprisoned for his fight against apartheid, Mandela never lost faith in the fairness of his cause. When he was finally released in 1990, he went on to become South Africa's first black president, leading the country towards reconciliation and equality. His story is like a marathon runner who keeps pushing forward, mile after mile, knowing that the finish line is worth the effort. Mandela's unwavering commitment to fairness is a lesson we can all learn from. Then there's Albert Einstein, whose genius bloomed later in life. Struggling to find his place in the academic world, Einstein's breakthrough came at the age of 26 with his theory of relativity. It's a reminder that fairness in life often means giving ourselves and others the time and space to grow and develop. Einstein's story is like a late-blooming flower that surprises everyone with its beauty and fragrance, showing us that it's never too late to make a difference. Finally, let's consider Ludwig van Beethoven, who continued to compose masterful music even as he lost his hearing. Facing the unfairness of his condition, Beethoven persevered, creating some of his greatest works, like the Ninth Symphony, while completely deaf. His story is like a chef who can still create a gourmet meal without tasting it, relying on instinct and passion. Beethoven's dedication to his art, despite the obstacles, is a powerful example of how we can overcome unfairness through sheer determination. So, what does all this mean for life? And can we apply these lessons to our own journeys? Let's reflect on that for a moment. What does this mean for life? It means that fairness is not just a concept we should strive for in business, but in every aspect of our lives. It's about treating others with respect and giving everyone an equal chance to succeed. It's about recognizing that life, like the seasons, is a cycle of growth and rest, and we should embrace that cycle with open hearts and minds. Can we apply it? Absolutely. Here are 5 tips to help you bring more fairness into your life and work. 1. Break goals into bite-sized chunks. Just like a tree doesn't grow all its leaves at once, tackle your goals in manageable pieces. This not only makes them feel more achievable but also allows you to celebrate small victories along the way. By breaking down your goals, you create a fair playing field for yourself, where you can focus on progress rather than perfection. 2. Practice active listening. In any relationship, whether personal or professional, make an effort to truly hear what others are saying. This simple act of fairness can lead to better understanding, stronger connections, and more collaborative solutions. It's like tuning into a radio station, sometimes you need to adjust the dial to get the clearest signal. 3. Embrace diversity. Just as each tree in the forest has its unique beauty, celebrate the differences in people around you. By creating an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued, you foster fairness and open the door to innovation and growth. It's like a colorful mosaic. Each piece adds to the overall beauty and strength of the whole. 4. Lead with empathy. Put yourself in others' shoes and consider their perspectives. This approach to fairness can help you make more compassionate decisions and build trust with those around you. It's like being a good host at a party, making sure everyone feels welcome and cared for. 5. Advocate for change. If you see unfairness in your workplace or community, speak up and work towards positive change. Just as Ruth Bader Ginsburg fought for equality, you too can be a champion for fairness in your own sphere of influence. It's like being a superhero, using your powers for good to make the world a better place. As we wrap up, let's leave you with some questions to ponder and discuss. What's your toughest wait? Share below. We all face periods of waiting, whether it's for a promotion, a personal goal, or a societal change. How do you stay motivated during these times? Could you keep going after 1,000 no's? Rejection is a part of life, but it's how we respond to it that defines us. What strategies do you use to bounce back from setbacks? Have you ever been underestimated? How did you prove the doubters wrong? We all have moments when others don't see our true potential. How do you stay true to yourself in the face of doubt? Finally, what small act of fairness can you commit to today? It could be as simple as listening more attentively to a colleague or advocating for a more equitable policy at work. Every small step towards fairness contributes to a better world for all. In closing, remember that fairness is not just a seasonal change but a lifelong commitment. Like the trees that flourish and rest in their time, we too must embrace the cycles of life and business with fairness at the forefront. By doing so, we create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, just as Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Howard Schultz, and the fair trade movement have shown us. So, let's take these lessons to heart, apply them in our daily lives, and work together to build a more just and equitable future. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and may your path be filled with fairness and success.